All right, so we're gonna do our exercises just a little quick for today. Then I'll do my walk after. I think I got the chat working now. Yes, finally I got the chat working. What it was the chat wasn't working at all. I tried everything, toggling all kind of switches in the YouTube settings, on the YouTube home browser, on the app settings, all the settings, and then the YouTube Studio settings and the YouTube app settings. Bunch of different things. I tried clicking on and off and off and off, and uh, the filter. I tried turning that off. Nothing. And then finally figured the cookies, the allow cookies. I thought it was that. So I got put that back. It wasn't that. The reason why the chat wouldn't show up is because a lot of Android phones in developer options, you'll have an animation setting that you can put off 0.5, 1x, 2x, something like that. And it's how slow you transition, and it shows the animation as you transition into an app. And then the exit, the transition, the outward transition. And then you have the animation duration on how long it lasts. So I had all you need on is the animation duration. The other two you don't need on. The reason those three things usually I turn off on all of my Android phones forever is to save battery. I think you should be able to turn that individual setting off per app, not the whole phone. But yeah, it's a really huge battery saver. But I'm gonna leave it on now. So I'm gonna do some arm rotations and stretch real quick. Hope everyone had a good Christmas yesterday. I tried to do a few lives today. Hopefully people can hear me. If anyone can hear me, let me know in the chat if you could do like a sound test. Just the last few videos had zero sound, the only reason I'm asking. And I had to delete them. I mean, I could save it and re-upload it and do the audio, but so if you can hear me, let me know. Yeah, this is the first chat I've got working. I can read the chat now. I had to make sure my animation duration scale was on. I had it on off, and that's why the chat wasn't working. And that's in the developer options, the animation duration. Just that one. The transition one you can leave off. Because there's three settings again under developer options: transition animation, window animation, and duration scale. It's just how long the animations are and entering or exiting effect, like a zoom in and pan out, those effects. I do my head rolls. I took my chin down, make sure it's touching. And I roll. Stepmom did chiropractic for many years, so I kind of learned. There's a few techniques. And there's a. Okay. All right, we're gonna do our burnouts here. Do some toe touches. But yeah, things that strengthen your balance and core really will help your push-up reps go up. So doing these, doing planks, Pilates, leg swings, things that strengthen your balance and your core will help you stay up longer to do push-ups longer. And it'll help protect your spine while you're doing push-ups. As long as when you're in push-up form, keep your back straight. You want to protect that spine. That's the main thing when doing push-ups. Stretching, yes. I stretch every time because I prevent injury. I don't want to be sore. I don't want to be a bad sore. A good sore, yeah. All right. So we're going to do burnouts. We're going to do just 100 burnouts. And then after we do the burnouts, we're going to go right into the push-ups, not getting up at all. So 100 burnouts and then 100, let me get my shoes on for this. Like and subscribe. Alright, so yeah, we're going to do some burnouts right now. I'm about to bust 100 and, let's just say 110. 100 in burnouts and then 10 push-ups, but all together. So remember, the thing is, like I did on my last one, because even in my military school, I would have people, Mike, show us the burnouts, because we would get a new class and people come in through orientation, and they're like, all right, I'll show them. So you just get down like that, make your chest go up about 4 inches, and then there you go. Yeah, if I stop stretching, I'll get injured. It's true. The first time I ever exactly, my sergeant used to yell at us. He was like, "Okay, you guys, you don't want to stretch, all right?" Because we were young, and he was, he already knew. And he was like, "You don't want to stretch, you don't get to play basketball or football." Because after our PT, our personal training, we would get 1 hour of recreation. But we had to do our PT in the morning, 5:30, 6. And but yeah, when we, I've seen guys that didn't do that and then snuck in to play basketball, break their arm, bone pop out, break their leg. And I was like, oh man, he didn't stretch. You hear Mr. Jones, I told him to stretch and not to go on that field if he didn't. But yeah. Yeah, we would always do the exercise and then run a mile, jog around the fence line 2 times. All right, here goes the burnouts. Ready, and I'm going to count every 10. So I'm going to go 10, 20, 30. And go. 10, 20, 30. Keep the head looking forward. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Now go up all the way and do some push-ups. I'm going to do diamonds. I'll count every 5. 5. There, 10. So there's 110. So those are burnouts. So you can knock 10 of those sets out in a few hours. They're hard, especially the last 2 sets. You're like, ugh. But yeah, burnouts will get you right. I feel it every time. It's one of those exercises that you can get used to, but it's going to always burn, hence the name burnouts. And the part that I think it affects most, right here, on the pectoral, the 45, and the tricep, or the back arms. Yeah, every time it gets me. Whereas I dominate all the other push-ups, but those things get me. But that's good for getting cut up or trying to just get some definition, get rid of love handles also. As well as, it's like doing a Pilates kind of mix. Or like a plank kind of mix. So yeah, those are the burnouts. But give me a like and subscribe. I don't want to keep you guys all day. Vem, Sachi. Passear? Passear, pum pumzinho. Pepe. Ediose. Vem. Vem. Vem, Sachi. Não quis ir pau? Quis ir de pau. Good girl. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. If you could like and subscribe, we're going to do some more burnouts. So I was just showing you guys another set, just to do one of those. And I was testing my chat out. It's the first time I got the chat to work. Sub maximal high velocity reps, athletic stuff. This. Okay, cool. Yeah, now I can see the chat. All right, now I can interact. But Yeah, stop stretching and you'll get injured. Yeah. As soon as I said that, I started eventually getting flashbacks of people that got injured right after the rest of us stretched and they didn't. But yeah, stretching also will lengthen your muscle because we've read in military school, the one guy with brother would send in books, these stretching books, and it'll tell you can stretch for up to 3 hours at a time. That's crazy. And he started practicing, and we would go out, go wherever the base, come back, and the guy would still be stretching. And he had really ADHD problem. I have ADHD, but I don't think it's a problem. I might change subjects 20 times and never finish one of them, or eventually, but not as quick as I would like to. But yeah, but yeah, that's all. Yeah, I just got sidetracked there. Vem, Sachi, vem. Vem, pum, pum. Pum, pumzinho, zinho. E pum, pum. All right, so we're going to do another set of burnouts. We just got done doing one the first few minutes ago. Just to show you, it's something you can do multiple reps of. Now, if this was normal push-ups, I would not do it. I'd fall right on my face trying to do these back to back. I think I could do like 100 push-ups straight before I get winded and start shaking. Might hit 105 and fall on my face. I used to be able to hit 150 straight. And I would do about 150 every hour, and I would try to do 10 a day. So because you can't go back to back like that. That's too much. Then you start getting hurt, yeah. All right, so here we go again, burnouts. Ready? And go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 101, 102, 103, 104, 110. Whew, 110. So that's 220 so far. 200 burnouts and 20 push-ups, but with 2 reps. So yeah, and it burns. Whew. Immediately when I go to stretch. I can't get like that on normal push-ups. That's a really quick pump. Like that thing it'll pump you up quick. But the main thing I like is it gets those triceps pretty good. The back arms there, that cut mark. But yeah, like and subscribe. We're going to do you're going to see me knock out. I'll do 5 sets of those on camera. That way you can see 5, that'll be 5. That'll make it 550. If I do 110, 110, 110, 110, 110. And see, how long is this? 10 minutes, 14 minutes. So yeah. Go ahead and stretch again. Anyway, stretching will lengthen your muscle. So instead of just being dense working out, you're stretching each time. So you can feel that, so you can get that longer bicep and strong. And then the arm rotations is like a stretch and an exercise at the same time. It'll help round this, as well as my dumbbell throws that I go like this with. You want to use a moderately heavy dumbbell. I would say use a random object, but I don't like it that they're not symmetrical, so they're not easiest to balance, as the dumbbell is real proportionate. So I'll do a couple of those. Pause. We're gonna go past you. All right, so you take a dumbbell like one of these. Yeah, I'll get down here. And you're not gonna use your arm. because you can use your arm, no, of course. But the whole point is, if you have trouble doing it without using your arm, because it's just not a natural reflex for you to do, first try to make your arm dead and just lift with the shoulder, like you're doing shrugs, kind of, or rows, not rows, but shrugs. Like you're just shrugging, I don't know, like that. And make sure that you're isolating these two muscles from your shoulder, that you're just using your shoulder to lift, right? Okay, now that same analogy there, isolating and just using that to shrug. Now just use this to throw this up. And you'll get to start developing this mean, nice stick with different lines and threads and stuff in it. And strength veins starting to come through just by throwing it with your shoulder. So if you kind of like you're doing a Mortal Kombat, or whatever, Street Fighter, or the Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat, into the pit. So that's it. You're using the shoulder now. Don't use the bicep or and you'll start to feel it burn quick. After about 10 reps, you're gonna feel a good burn. Once you feel the burn, that's when I'm gonna start counting. If you have to count, I'm just gonna do it until that burn gets pretty good. This is an 8-pound dumbbell. I like the rubber handle grip ones. I mean, I might have to clean them sometimes, but that's it. So I use 8s, 10s, 15s, 20s, 25s. 50s is like, maybe skull crushers. I can use 50s, but I can't do no curls with 50s. It's too much. So I'm just using the shoulder. I'm isolating these two muscles. Kind of like when you do shrugs. You're not using your bicep or forearm. You're just shrugging. Go slow down. Retract it going down slow. Because if you got some resistance going down. Don't let it swing back down. Whew. Alright, switch arms. Shrug. Stick it there. Whew. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me get on my walk. I'm probably going to make the live continue on the walk, but I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for anyone who liked, commented, and subscribed. Yeah, we'll have a much longer workout tomorrow. I was just testing my chat because I just did like a whole bunch of workouts on a few other ones. No sound, I had to delete them. So this is my multiple time loading the video today. Finally got it to work on this one because I see the chats and sounds working. But yeah. But my name is Mike, and you can make your day alone, by yourself, with a friends, family, strangers. You can make it with just God, or you can make it with me, Mike. Make with Mike. So, like to Make with Mike, subscribe.